Bigger, better, big time morning show, 106.3 FM. This time next week, the polls will have been open for several hours. What is it? It's election day. And we are talking right now to a candidate for Bell County Clerk, Mr. Joe Harris. Joe, how are you, buddy?
Just fine, Brian.
How
are you this morning?
I'm a little bit on the sleepy side, but we're going to get all woken up here in just a second.
Oh, yeah.
And, 37% of voters turned out the last election. This time we're hoping for a bigger election. You are running for county clerk, and why did you decide to make a second attempt at it?
I wanted to run again as clerk because I know I can run this office the way it needs to be run, with a professional service to the people of Bell County, and with my public service, the long time of working with the public, I know I can provide what the Bell County citizens needs.
Sure, I understand. I know that you take it to heart, the job that you do at your at the place at Harris Printing there, and you're out and about talking to people all the time. What kind of feel have you had for this race as you've been out knocking on doors and shaking hands and pretty much just reminding folks who are you and what you're all about? What's kind of been the feel? Are people ready for this election?
Well, it seems like more than ever. Definitely from last time, they're more into the election this time. I think with the economy and everything like that, it's kind of got people involved now, especially the way we've suffered from coal. It's got people really more involved in the elections because they know if they don't get involved, that we're going to continue to go downhill more. So, everybody wants something different going where we all can get back on top again.
Well, it is easy to see that, our economy in this area has been hurting for some time. People are looking for accountability. How does Joe Harris put himself in a place of accountability compared to, let's say, the previous administration inside that office?
Well, I've got the public experience. I started, Brian, when I was 14-year-old in the public working, and I have continued working to now. I mean, I've always had a job, but my public experience and my business experience, I've been in management for 35 years now, owning my own business for 19 years. With my business, this office needs to be run like a business. Mm-hmm. And with my business experience, public experience, I know I can bring that for sure. I see how I can change things and make it work better. Can work at fast service for the people when they get in, get out. Of course, like I talked in the forum, I talked about, you'd have to first look at the budget to see what all changes I can make, because I definitely don't want to go in and put the clerk's office into some financial problems by trying to add people and change equipment and enlarging and whatever. But I just want to get in and take a look at it and quickly improve this office for better service.
The Middlesboro office was brought up quite a bit, and there's kind of a space restriction in that particular building. If the budget allowed, and the person whoever owned the building was amenable to it, would you be willing to open that office up a little bit more so you can better serve the folks in Middlesboro as well?
Absolutely. Actually, I was in the Middlesboro office Monday of this week, looking around to just get a feel for everything that the people are talking about. Yes, there is space to expand this office, and I would work with the landlord to work things out to enlarge the space, because the Middlesboro office is actually what I am looking at opening up on Saturdays. Now, I know Pineville office is the full-service office, but Middlesboro does twice the business as Pineville does. Mm-hmm. And I think it is important that we enlarge that office inside and look how we can park more cars on it, because we don't want to put anything against the business that's also located around the clerk's office. We want to give them space for their customers, and we want to have be able to get our customers in, get them close to doors where we can get them in and out.
Right.
But yes, I will do something quickly on that Middlesboro office, working with the landlord and looking at the budget and see what I can do.
Okay. So what you're saying is you would open the Middlesboro office on Saturdays over the Pineville office because...
Well, actually, if you take a look at their liabilities, if you open the Pineville office, there's no other office in that courthouse open on Saturday. Homeland Security, of course, had the dispatch office moved to a safer area of the courthouse, and I certainly don't want to open that courthouse for anybody to be able to get into violation of Homeland Security toward the dispatch. That's one thing. Another thing is you don't want to open it up for somebody playing on the steps and falling, and then you open up an additional day for custodial fees. Again, I don't want to put any more burden upon taxpayers of having liability expense or custodial expense. If I open the Middlesboro office, it will be a my individual office that will be open. You'll be able to get in and get out. Now, if it comes down that we have to have a Pineville office open on Saturday, maybe one Saturday a month. But I don't really see a lot of attorneys working on Saturdays doing deed searches and everything like that. Sure. That's the reason why I'm talking about the Millersboro office, because a lot of, if you go back and look at the numbers, Millersboro office does do 2 to 1 to what Pineville does, and that's I just want to have it where it's most suitable to where the people are at on Saturdays. And I think that would work out best for us and work out with the budget and take off any burden of extra expenses on the taxpayers by opening up that courthouse and letting everybody have free reign of the courthouse and the liabilities.
Okay. A lot of people want to know at this point, because of past administration and the way things were done, how will you be able to make this office, the clerk's office, more efficient, and how you're going to make it run a little smoother than it has in the past? I'm not talking about currently, but how it has in the past, because there's a little bit of a stigma to still overcome from what's happened.
Well, the thing of the past, I think, is behind us, Brian. The staff is there now. It's certainly, from talking to people, it's coming along a whole lot more smooth than it used to be. And there's a great staff there. I want to get in and make sure that everyone is, because we got some new people that I understand since it's been taken back over. We want to make sure that everybody is trained, completely trained, and cross-trained. And now when I say cross-trained, that means that when you have someone going to lunch or on vacation or anything like that, another one of the employees can move over and take that position and know exactly what to do and not have to ask questions, but get them in, get them out, because they know the duties of that position where they're taken care of.
Well, that's good. I think keeping your staff in the position they need to make sure they're trained. You've got a lot of good people in there, and I think they deserve not only a good boss, but to be able to be trusted by the folks in Bell County again. And here's the thing. You've got to have some transparency in your office. You've got to have that open door policy. At least that's from a voter's perspective. How are you going to do that?
Well, first of all, I think you said the word there, boss. Boss is not in my vocabulary, because to be a good leader, you first of all, you work with your employees. You work with them. They don't work for you. So that right there will be. But transparency in the office is they will be able to see me, talk to me in the office. Now, if you come in where I work at now, if I see you toward the front, I'll come up and I'll talk to you. Mm-hmm. I want to be up front. I want to be involved with the customers of the clerk's office. I sit in the forum, and I'm sure a lot of people's watched it now. I even held up my cell phone and gave my cell number, and that's exactly what will happen. I will have a schedule posted when I will be in the Pineville and when I will be in the Millersboro office. They will know when to be able to get up with me. I also will have my cell phone number posted in that office. So if they have a problem, it will be no problem for them to call me and say, hey, where are you at? I'm on the road between Pineville and Millersboro. What do you need? If they need me to come back to Pineville, it's going to be no problem. Because when I go to work at 8 o'clock for the Bell County Clerk's Office until 4 o'clock, but now it's going to be 5 o'clock because I'm going to extend the hours to 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And so if I'm on my way, it's not going to be a problem because I am now hired by the county. I am being paid by the people of Bell County. I will return my car, and I'll go back to that person that's got a problem. Now, that's the way I work. If you got something you need to talk to me about, get something taken care of, because a lot of people comes in the office, and they may be talking to, let's say, Jane. Jane knows everything that I know, but they don't want to talk to Jane. They want to talk to Joe. And that's exactly what I want to be able to do, is talk to Joe. Where are you at? When can I talk to you? I want to see you. And that's going to be the problem. I will be out front doing my job with the clerks in the office, with the employees of that office, on the 6 days of the week. That's what I intend to do, is give Bell County everything they are paying me to be, and that's to be a clerk from 8 to 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday, and from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock on Saturday. That's what I'm going to do. I want to give them everything they're paying me for. They're hiring me, and I'm theirs.
Well, that's true. That's very true. As I said earlier, people are looking for accountability in their candidates right now. And with the last few seconds we have here, tell the folks, why should people vote for Joe Harris?
Well, I'm a hard worker. I'm dedicated and honest. I've proven my honesty. I've worked with the youth of Bell County. August 11, 2012, I was involved organizing Hands of Coal across Bell County. That's honored our heritage of coal here in our area. coal is everything, so I support it, and that's what I will continue to do, is to fight for it. I think with having a position as clerk, it's like the clerk in Hazard, he has a big voice for coal, and I think that I can use that for coal. But that's not the reason why I'm wanting this job. I'm wanting this job to get this office straightened out, make it an office for the people, all the people of Bell County, and give them, and never will there be an add-on charge of any kind like there has been in the past. Money on the people's table is better than money on the desk going into a general fund that's not needed. Let me say one thing. If by chance something gets put on by KRS law, of course I have to go with that if I'm clerk. But if it's just something that has nothing to back it up, I will never put on an add-on fee on the people of Bell County. I am no different than they are. We're all struggling through this day's time. I'm honest and dedicated, as I say, and a hard worker, and I will be that. I will be a public servant, and that's exactly what I mean, is I will be there as a public servant to you. And on May 20th, I would like to ask for your vote, and I will give you no less than everything that I have to give you. I'll give you everything I've got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if this is the man for the job that you think is best suited, we would appreciate your vote. It's May 20th. Pull the lever, push the pin, mark his name, whatever it may be. It's Joe Harris. Joe, thanks for being here.
Brian, I appreciate you having me, and I thank you for doing this for the candidates and for the people of Bell County to hear their viewpoints. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. Glad to do it. It's 106.3 FM, the big one. We're coming back.